Okay, so there's no fancy intro. I will just begin by saying, Chanel-Taylar McCarthy, welcome to the WPSD Local 6 family.
Thank you. That was a very warm, very inviting welcome.
Selfishly, I've been without a co-anchor for many months, and this is the first time probably publicly for our listeners or people watching on YouTube. Many months ago, I went to our news director, Jeff Bidwell, and I said, I'm dying out there. I need help. So when we got the process going, and then you came for an interview, and now you're officially hired and you're here, just personally, I'm very much looking forward to working with you.
You're welcome. No, I'm kidding. I mean, I am so glad to be here. This is definitely like an exciting journey for me. Definitely, obviously, it's a new journey. I'm new to the area, new to the station, obviously, but I'm excited. Everyone's been so nice. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, we're usually nice for the first 3 or 4 weeks. No, but my friends in the community who don't work here, I say, we've got a new co-anchor starting, the blah, blah, blah. The first question is always, well, where's she from? So where are you coming from? And then where are you from originally and all that jazz?
So I'm coming from Lincoln, Nebraska.
Okay.
See, I was breaking in news still out there, but originally New York. And now I know a lot of people get a little defensive when they hear like, oh, she's a New Yorker.
Right, a preconceived idea of what a New Yorker
Yes.
is.
Yeah, but obviously I can't say I'm so nice because that doesn't sound real, but I swear I am so nice. So yeah, I lived in Charleston, South Carolina, and I do think I've adapted some of like the Southern Belle kind of vibes there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are coming from Lincoln, and was it just, were you just looking kind of for that next career challenge?
Yeah, a little bit of looking for more of a career challenge opportunity, but also just this is an amazing industry to be able to travel and get accustomed to different cultures. It's been a blast. You would think going from Charleston to Lincoln, Nebraska is like kind of like a bit of a culture shock, but it's so funny. People everywhere are people, and that's what's been, I guess, kind of the calm in moving here. That I've know what it's like to work with people. I know what it's like to speak to different people of different backgrounds. So, coming in this community and speaking to people, I'm just like, okay, I know these people.
Yeah, news is like that. I think it's like it's one of those professions, not the only profession, but I think news is one of the professions where you talk to people all socioeconomic levels, from the rich to the poor, and everybody in between.
Yeah.
Different cultures, different backgrounds, elected officials, regular people. I mean, it's a unique business in that sense. But you talk about kind of the people, and people are people. When I came here in 2007, I tell this story if I'm talking in front of a group. I signed a 3-year contract thinking, okay, I'll come here, I'll report for 3 years, and then bounce and go somewhere else. But I fell in love with the people, and then my joke is always, well, I also kept getting promoted. So, as I kept getting promoted, I'm like, oh, okay, this is good. And then I truly, as an Ohio transplant from Ohio, I just fell in love with the area. I fell in love with the people, the attitude, the arts, the culture, the community, the music. I mean, all of it. I just really think is great. So I think you're going to find people who are very, very welcoming here.
That's what I found. Even like my realtor, I was going to tell you, she's been so nice and like just pointing out the car window at places I've got to stop at. Now, again, I got to tell you about this lore that she told me about Paducah.
Yeah. You said you were going to ask.
Yes. So there's a donut place called Red's. Now, was that related to the original Krispy Kreme once upon a time?
All the years I've been here, I don't know if I've heard that, but now that you say it, I don't know. Yeah. I'm just going to be honest. I don't know. But Red's, everybody knows Red's. Munnels, everybody knows Munnels.
Yeah.
Those are like two of the big donut places. In fact, funny story for everybody other than Perry. Our former news director, Perry Box, who retired, he was trying to do a nice thing. He brought in some donuts, let's just say a place that wasn't Reds or Miles.
Okay.
And so he brought them in, put them on the table. I mean, of course they got eaten because they knew
They're
we're all
donuts. Yeah.
vultures and we'll eat anything. But the poor man was trying to give us a gift, and everybody was raking over the coals like, well, they're not Reds or they're not Munnels. They
That's
don't
funny.
count, you know?
Yeah. No, but it must be so good. Miles, I tried to stop by there, but it was sold out.
Oh, yeah. And Reds will be
Yeah.
sold out too. Every once in a blue moon, despite people who think I have no heart, in the newsroom, I'm joking. If on the way to work, I'll be like, maybe I can just run and get some donuts. But since I'm night shift, even if I'm coming in early at like noon, there'll just be the sign sold out. I'm like,
Yeah.
really?
So I mean, my birthday is not until like the end of the year, but if you're looking for,
Oh, good. It'll go
I
on the
love a
list.
donut.
It'll go on the
I love a
list.
donut.
Well, so this is very exciting time for us. It's
Uh-huh.
an exciting time for you, professionally. Tell our listeners why personally this is also an exciting
Yeah.
time for you.
Yeah, I got engaged.
You got
I got
engaged.
engaged. Yeah. So, it actually was on our trip here. So that's another reason why this place is going to be so special for me. So I'm always going to remember, oh, this is where, I got engaged. So it's been fun.
And then I know when you came for your interview,
Mhm.
what, a month ago? Has it been
About a month
Yeah.
ago.
There was a schedule, but long story short, there was a hole in the schedule, and our news director Jeff Bidwell learned that you were starting to fish and that your
Yes.
now fiance was
Yeah.
very outdoorsy,
Mhm.
and so he drove you out to Grand Rivers. Do you remember that?
Yes.
What was your first impression? Like, oh, this is
It's
cool.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, seeing that marina,
Mhm.
I was just like in love. So I knew it when after I saw that, I was just like, this is a good city, a good town for me to come to. But like you said, I'm again from New York City.
Mhm.
Never went fishing. I didn't even know how to even, throw a pole or anything. I was just like, okay. And he's from Oregon. He's very outdoorsy. I call him granola. That's the term that people use. And so we went fishing on maybe our second or third date because I remember telling him I'd never been fishing.
Mhm.
So we went and got our fishing license that same day of the fishing date. And then we went fishing, did not catch anything. But my first fish I caught was like a bass about this big.
Mhm.
So
And we've already talked about outdoorsy places that you're gonna like. Garden of the Gods up in Southern Illinois,
yes.
LBL.
Uh-huh.
I know we've for the listeners or people watching, we've thrown a lot of terms around like, oh, you gotta go to Kentucky Day Marina and LBL. These places we just know them like
Yes.
bag for hands, but you're gonna have the excitement of learning all about it first time.
Yeah.
I think we've already had the conversation about pronunciations.
Yes.
Vienna, even though it looks Vienna, Cairo, even though it's looked like Cairo.
Yes.
So I think little things like that.
Yes.
That I know I've been in your place where you're the new employee and people are throwing around names of people. It's like, well, who is that again? It's a mayor. It's
I'm
a
just like, can I
judge?"
wait this down?
Yeah, yeah.
Can you spell that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll give you some grace on that, and
Yeah, I appreciate it.
the viewers, I know we'll give you some grace on that.
Yes, I appreciate that, viewers.
What you said you walked around downtown?
I walked around downtown, got some ice
Oh, very
cream.
good.
I went to a couple of restaurants. I think that's where people will see me most often is trying out new food. I love a good like pasta. I love a good like barbecue. Now, where's a good barbecue place in town?
Oh, you the reason I'm stumbling over my words is because everybody has an opinion on what they
Okay.
think the best
This is a
barbecue
controversial
is.
question.
Now, here's my personal story.
Okay.
I flew in here for an interview in 2007, and the news director picked me up at the airport. He said, let's have lunch. I said, great. And he mentioned a national chain, which is fine. But I stopped him and I said, tell you what, take me somewhere that people would go for lunch on a Tuesday or whatever it was. And he took me over to Starnes Barbecue. It's a green little building. You'll find it. You'll pass it 1,000 times. And that was a place where, again, we go back to being in news. All walks of life were in there.
Okay.
Highly, bank accounts full, prominent in the community.
Right.
Average Joes and Janes working blue collar jobs. I mean, it was just the fabric of the community knew that Stars Barbecue was good.
Yeah.
There's backyard barbecue. the list goes on and on. I'm sure somebody's gonna hear this and email me, find my work email and say, "Well, you should have said this barbecue place or this Harnon's barbecue." But yeah, I was never a barbecue person because I grew up in Ohio. That but when I moved here, it was like everything's barbecue, and you'll find, I still find this funny, even though I've been here for a long time. Every function or family gathering or birthday party, there's barbecue. Everything is
I
barbecue.
love barbecue. So what are you guys eating in Ohio?
What are you eating in Ohio? We're eating lots of casseroles and chicken
Okay.
and burgers and
Okay.
pizza. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. But is shepherd's pie a casserole?
Uh, I guess in the traditional sense, it could be in the
Yeah.
casserole category.
Yeah.
Because didn't you say that was your favorite? We had
It's
this
my
conversation.
favorite dish.
That's so funny to me.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever known anybody that has said shepherd's pie is
Yeah.
their favorite.
Yeah, no, that's definitely, I think I'm alone in that. But it's my love for potatoes, I think. Like I love potatoes in any form. We got a French fry, we got a baked potato. You can't go wrong with a baked potato. You
Yeah,
can
no,
put
I'll
whatever
give you
you
that.
want on there.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Okay, now let me ask you this, kind of behind the scenes six, so to speak, which is a great hashtag that I came up with if anybody wants to search it. You came in for the interview, and I think Jeff was very strategic in, you and I talking, and then certain people going to dinner with this assistant news director, the senior executive. But I also know that he carved out a time where you and a bunch of the reporters and Jasmine from the morning, y'all went to, what was it, Kirchhoff's, right?
Yeah.
So now that you've been hired, what was your takeaway from everybody? Like, it looked like you all had a good vibe going.
Yeah. Those are the girls.
Yeah, okay.
So
maybe I'm not privy to the information. I get it.
it was fun. I think getting to know the culture of a newsroom, there's two people that you really got to talk to. I think it's the reporters and the producers because they often see the things that happen in the background. The producers kind of they see everything and they're kind of absorbing, and also the reporters because they're out in the community and you're able to get a good grasp on who's in the community and what do I need to know. So they were very helpful. They are hilarious. So I'm looking forward to keep on having some girl time with them.
Yeah. And for those listening at home, producers, the way I've described producers my whole life is producers are like, if every story is a Lego, a producer's job is to put the Legos together to make something that is satisfying. So they, with the help of everybody in the newsroom, but at its core, a producer says, okay, this is going to be the lead story, and then we're going to go into this, and then we're going to go that, and then we're going to have a commercial break. So the producers, I say, are one of the workhorses in a newsroom, along with photographers. They're the workhorses.
Yeah.
But I know what I wanted to bring up, and then we'll kind of wrap it up. Okay, so I know how to do Facebook.
Okay.
I know how to post things to Instagram, and I troll people on Twitter. Other than that, I don't know how to do Reels or TikTok. That is one of your strengths.
Yes.
That we were actively looking for in a new hire.
Yeah. I will give you the full breakdown.
No. It's not an invitation. I'll let you do it.
No, we need you on TikTok. That's what we need.
Trust me, nobody needs talk.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I love TikTok. I would always say to people when they ask, how did you, get so savvy in TikTok? When you do enough doom scrolling on TikTok's one of those platforms where the algorithm really gets you, pulls you in. So if you do enough doom scrolling, eventually you're just like, okay, how do I do that? That person edited this kind of funky. So, I'm excited to, kick off TikTok a little bit here as well.
And that's an area that we, under the direction of our new news director, we are getting into that platform, getting into those spaces because there are people of a certain age, that's where they're getting their news.
Yeah.
So if we can't meet our customer there, then we're always going to have the folks that are going to turn on the TV at 5 o'clock, but we've got to get in the news spaces. So I know you and some other folks we've hired, you're going to start doing that. So I think that's exciting.
It's exciting. That's how you reach the young people, TikTok and barbecue. So
there you go. Last thing, this is a surprise. which
Okay.
rapid fire, 10
Okay.
questions.
Okay. I got nervous.
Rapid fire, 10 questions.
Okay.
Don't overthink it.
Okay.
What's the one item you can't live without?
Ooh, okay. My ring now.
You're right. Your engagement ring. Fair.
Yeah.
If you could attend any celebrity wedding, which would it be?
I don't know why I said Celine Dion. I don't know why. But
Dion,
Celine
that was the
Dion.
first one that popped in.
Yeah,
your
I
head?
love her though.
Funny. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yes, it is a sandwich.
Oh, wow. I
And so is a
disagree with
taco.
that. I disagree with that. What is one thing you'll never do again?
Dang. Oh, you know, actually, I don't know.
You know what?
I would do everything again.
Really?
Yeah.
Lord, you're braver than I am. I will never go river rafting ever again.
Oh, that sounds scary.
Which do you prefer, talking on the phone or texting?
Talking on the phone.
Okay. I know I was harassing you via text. I'm like, are you here? Right before you start that, I'm like, I live in Lono, which is in Cracken County, which you'll learn all these terms, but we were texting.
Yeah.
What job would you be terrible at?
I think a call center.
Call center?
Yeah, a call center. I'm like, just 1 second, please.
Calm down. Stop yelling at me about your washer. If you had to delete all but 3 apps on your phone, which ones would you keep?
Obviously TikTok. Of course our app. So, and let's see. Probably the weather app.
Okay.
I need that.
There you go. If you could hang out with any cartoon character, who would it be and why?
Bugs Bunny.
Get out of here.
Bugs Bunny.
Me too, big
Really?
Bugs Bunny, because I grew up watching Bugs Bunny. So.
Exactly. And he's just so, he's cool.
Well, he's
chill.
cool. And
Yeah.
He's always getting one over Elmer Fudd. 2 more. What's the weirdest thing on your bucket list?
Weirdest thing on my bucket list. I fear that everything on my bucket list is pretty like normal, like skydiving, things like
Okay.
that.
So there's really nothing weird. per se.
Nothing strange.
Okay, last question. What show or movie is your guiltiest pleasure?
Love Island.
Why is
I'm
everybody
so
watching
sorry.
Love Island?
It's so addicting. I don't know.
I've never watched it, and it's all people in the newsroom talk about is Love Island.
If you never watch it, don't watch it.
Okay.
It'll pull you in. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to watch it then. But I surely hope people watch us at 5, 6, and 10.
I think that they might.
Talk about that. You like that transition? All right. Chanel, welcome to the team by that here.
Thank you.
Okay.